This morning, YG's Burbank studio was raided. This wasn't some kind of routine check. This was a straight SWAT-supported raid executed under a warrant connected to one of the most shocking, unresolved cases in recent hip-hop history, the murder of Drakeo the Ruler. At approximately 7 o'clock in the morning, July 23rd, 2026, officers from the California Highway Patrol and Burbank Police Department entered the property. Inside, they searched rooms, offices, and recording spaces, looking for evidence tied to the 2021 backstage stabbing that took Drakeo's life. YG was detained, questioned, and later released. No arrest, no charges. On December 18th, 2021, the Once Upon a Time in LA festival was supposed to be a celebration, a lineup stacked with West Coast legends, but backstage chaos erupted. Witnesses described a sudden rush, dozens of men flooding the restricted area. In the confusion, Drakeo was stabbed in the neck. He collapsed, and despite emergency efforts, he did not survive. The festival shut down immediately. Artists like Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent pulled out, and the investigation stalled. No suspects publicly named, no arrests made. Rumors swirled for years about tension between YG and Drakeo, a rivalry rooted in neighborhood politics, diss tracks, and the shifting alliances of LA's rap scene. But tension isn't evidence, and investigators have never labeled YG a suspect, but the raid shows they're pursuing every possible lead, even years later, right? YG himself addressed the speculation in music, denying any involvement, but in the court of public opinion, whispers never fully fade. And the timing raised eyebrows. The raid happened just hours before YG was scheduled to perform in a VERZUZ battle against The Game, a major West Coast event. From the SWAT lights in the morning to the stage lights at night, a surreal contrast that only intensified the public's fascination. So, what were investigators hoping to find? Well, the warrant remained sealed, but sources indicate they were searching for communications, footage, or materials that could clarify who was involved in the backstage altercation. After years of silence, the raid signals one thing: the Drakeo case is still active, open, and unsolved. Drakeo's death left a void in LA hip-hop, a rising star cut down just as his influence was expanding, and the raid at YG's studio reignited conversation about accountability, violence, and blurred lines between music, identity, and street politics. Whether the raid leads to new evidence or fades into the long timeline of the case, it marks the biggest public development in years. Until someone is charged, until the truth is confirmed, the Drakeo case will continue to cast a long shadow over the city. And the raid at YG's studio is a reminder that investigators aren't done searching for answers. Now, keep in mind this is an ongoing story, and I will be here to follow every single development. Thank you for tuning into the Rap Sheet, where culture meets court. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that shit.